Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening. Happy New Year. How are you doing? Nice. Well, that's fantastic. Now you can get down and dirty into GT7 and into these wild cars that are frickin' Mustangs and a bag of shit to drive. Yeah. So, do you have a spec of what the car needs to, like what car you need to get and what it needs to look like? Brilliant. Yep. Yep. Got to get the Mustang, and you've got to fit certain components to it. Yeah. So look, not really sure how to do this with you, but you can go out and run some laps in the car as it is, and I probably think you're gonna like want to throw it in the bin straight away. Might be a good starting point, and then I can give you the tune that I'm running at the moment. The tune that I'm running has a lot more front end bite and has a very a very stable rear. I like. I've been getting my ass handed to me. Okay, so I'm not discussing my lap times with anyone. So I'll discuss them with you because you're the team. So last round at Dragon Tail, I was doing like a 210. That's all I could manage. The quali lap was a 2:05.8. With the yep, nah. The fastest lap was a 2:05.8, and I was doing a 2:10. With the tune that I ran after 3 laps, I was doing a 2:06.5. So look, I hope the tune is in the direction that you go. I hope it has the things in it that you like. But we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, it's in the. Yeah, that's correct. You can tune it. You can tune it in the garage. I think you can do detailed settings from there if you want. So, have you ever raced on this course? Okay. So just back to timings. I've probably done about 90 laps here now. Ando's running, I believe, a 2:04. The best that I've managed here is a 2:05.7. So still probably a second off where Ando's at, but Ando's in the quicker lobby and not this lobby. So I'm not telling Scarborough, any of the Scarboroughs where I'm at. I'm not discussing any lap times because the last two showings from ShawFire Racing have been pretty shit. So, yes, mate. Yes, mate. So you're going to be racing with ShawFire Racing. So you'll get a livery. Yeah, man. It's 19 laps. It's like a 2:06 lap. Again, not it sounds so stupid, but I'm not discussing strategy. I've run the strategy through a couple of calculators. At full 100% power, you can run an out lap plus 6 laps on a tank of fuel. So I think you get about 20 or 30% remaining off the first stint. You'll have to come in at like lap 12 or 13 on the second. So it'll be a pit stop at lap 7, a pit stop at 13 or 14, and then they'll run you through to the 19 laps. So just one race and one set of tyres. There's no other mandatory tyres other than softs. That's it. Yeah. I am in, I think it's a Hellblazers lobby. Yeah. So Hellblazer, I think, is up in the top, but I think Griffo's in our lobby tomorrow. So there's Brock and there's Johnson. We're in Johnson lobby. I think Griffo's in here. So my best lap around here is like a 2:05.3, I think it is. I can pretty consistently get a 2:06. I'm hoping that tomorrow night a 2:05.3 through to 2:05.8, if I'm really on it, will be like my fastest lap, and I'm hoping for top 6. That's what I'm predicting, but man, I get a bit hot under the collar and a bit nervous sometimes, so yeah. Yeah, so you go over to settings, yep, and then you go to car settings. And just FYI, my girls are still up, but I'm gonna have to get them into bed in a sec, so I'll just be away for a little bit. So Domzel or whatever the bloody hell it is. Before you, just quickly, do you want to run a couple of quick laps and see how you go with the car, just to see where it's at? Yep. Yeah, or do you want me just to give you the tune straight away? You pick. Oh, much easier. Yeah. Roger. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not in Osto's room. It might be because you're not one of Hellblazer's friends, or just give me a sec. I'm just going to find out where the girls are at. Yeah, they're just getting ready for bed, but I'll just step away in 5 or 10 and then I'll be back. Right, so are you on that setting, or are you on that? Can't you? Really? What does it say? Just maybe back out and refresh it, Craigo? I'm not sure, man. I haven't seen that before, but yeah. I can put one up. Yeah, sure. The only reason I was going to do the other one is so that you could watch the other guys navigate the track. Because these guys are quick and they're decent. But I'll create one. Yeah, just give me 2 secs. It's weird. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, Burjo, anything for you, mate. Anything for you. I'm just so glad to have you on the team, mate. No, my teammate is a dickhead. And he just never responds, never replies, he doesn't do any practices, he doesn't jump into any chats, and he never lets me know if he's going to race or not. So, as a team owner, okay, so the lobby should be up now. As a team owner, mate, I've got to respond in a poll and tell everyone who's coming and not, and he never responds to me and lets me know. So I've been telling these guys, hey, this guy's a dickhead and he's not helping me. And they're like, yeah, look, just keep going. And I guess they've pulled the trigger now because I've just bitched and moaned about it too much and he's just non-compliant. So, and then I said, look, because Dylan said, if he does that to you, we've got Craigo lined up. I was like, okay, excellent. So just hey mate, I've got this option to be a team owner and it's rad, but do you want to be part of the team? Do you want to try and work together? It's just nothing, no responses, nothing. And then jumps on the Facebook page and bitches and moans about how shit these cars are. And he doesn't like driving them, and GT7's just a waste of time, and blah, blah, blah. So I reach out, mate, do you want to do some tuning? Do you want to do some practicing? Just nothing, it's just yeah. Anyway, who cares? Whatever. Can you join? Yep, Rog, I'll just sit here and wait for you. You bounce that. I'll go to the toilet and help the girls. And do you want to just stay in our room, or do you want to try and join one of the other rooms? Rog. Okay, cool. You go do that. I'll go say goodnight to the girls. You just jump back on and join the chat, and we'll go from there. All right, Rog. Okay, see you, man. How'd you go? Yep, detailed settings. You're gonna need to. I don't need to. I'd be saving the tune if I was you too. It's probably what you're gonna use if you keep going on this series. Yeah. And then I just named ShawFire Series R3 for round 3. So I can work out what's good and what's not good. Say again. Yeah, that's right. So on the left-hand side, up the top, underneath the car, there'll be that BHP/measure or whatever it is. But we'll get to that, so... Oh, mate, like, we're going to go through the entire tyre, suspension, and gear differential, so we're going to do all of that. So, okay, so we'll just start it now. So, under suspension, it'll be, the front body height will be 100 and the rear will be 180. Yep. 100 on the front, 180 on the rear. Anti-roll bar will be front 7 and rear 8. Dampening ratio will be 34 and 36. Compression. Dampening ratio expansion will be 44 and 46. 2.65 and 2.9 for the natural frequency. 5 and 2.9. Negative camber will be 1.5 on the front and 2 on the rear. Toe in will be 0.1 on the front and 0.3 on the rear. Initial torque, so 2 options down, it'll be 10, 10, 5 all on the rear. Aerodynamics, the next one across, downforce, front will be 140 and rear will be 300. Oh, God. Yep, on the rear, yep. Output adjustment will be 100%. Power restrictor at 84. Transmission, top speed automatically adjusted will be 200. Now this is where it gets really, really good. So, yep, that's where we're going. So, I get the feeling I'm about to go say goodnight to the girls. I'm just going to photograph you what we've got here. You need to work backwards. So you need to set the final before you can set first. So you need to go final, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st. I've just sent you a picture of it. Yep, so set it from the bottom. There's no nitrous, and then that's it. All the other bits are there that you've already installed. And then what you'll do once you get those gear ratios done, you'll hit that triangle to measure, and you should be getting this right here. which is that's the power output of the car. So I'm just going to go do the good night part with the girls. I'll just be back in a minute, okay? How did you go, dude? Gear ratios? Yep. Just to make sure that you're under 650 and you're under 730, that's all. Press triangle. Are you sure it's not doing it already? On the left hand side it'll say in the grey area, and then it'll really? What haven't you changed? So did you change your output adjustment and your power restrictor? 100 on the output and yep. Yep. So when you click triangle, what's the numbers in the black column? Wow. What? What? There's something that we're not doing there. There's something we missed. So can we just go through the suspension? So 100 and 180. Yeah. 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 ShawFire. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Can you go? Yeah. 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 Can you? Yeah. Okay. Can you just take me a picture of the left-hand side of your screen where the car is and the grey and the black? There must be something I'm missing. What am I missing? Well, no, not that I'm aware of. Well, you've got to be under 743, and you've got to be under 650, and you're under both of them. So, like, you're safe. I just don't get why you're. I just don't. You just read them all out to me and you're fine. It's really weird. So even so, not interesting. So 67.3 on your max torque. 456.2, 10.99, 0. Yeah, yeah. So weird. Well, just save that anyway, like you're not far off. Yeah, cool. Oh, have you got... What tyres do you have loaded on the car? Oh, that's okay. So you've gone across to supercharger. What's on the screen before those? So if you could like go to the left a little bit. Zero. Two, one, three, two, one. So we've got all the right parts installed, it looks like. Racing softs. Right. Well, let's go out on the track and have a bit of a look anyway. Like it's pretty bloody close, man. I mean, so you're 180, 187 and 8, 34 and 36, 44 and 46, 2.65, 2.9, 2 and 1.5, 0.1 and 0.3, 10, 10, 5. Yeah, let's just go out and have a bit of a look and have a bit of a play around. Yep. Got to tick in and then go into the practice or whatever. Yeah. Why? What's it do? What does it say? It must be giving you some sort of error or something, or? Maybe just back out of the lobby and come back in again. I think Scotty's had this problem before too. Yeah. So I can't remember how to do this, but on that screen where you're ticking in, there should be some form of options somewhere where you can save this room's config. So you're going to save the config. Yeah, Rog. Yep. Yep. There you go, mate. I couldn't remember how to talk you through that one. Confused on this power thing though. Or join Ostos and see if you can get in there. Yeah, it's really weird. Which room are you in? Yep, you've made your own room, mate. Okay. Have a couple of laps. Continue the switch. Go again. Oh. No, I don't. I don't, no. Yeah, no. I'm very, very hard to drive, man. Am I? Oh, sorry, I'm just making a quick hot chocolate. Yeah, I'm just making a hot chocolate for Sally. So. You race with turn-in points on and stuff like that? Sorry. Just give me one sec, Jojo. There you go. Let me know what it's like, or if it's hot enough. Can you just check if it's hot enough? Yeah, sorry, Mojo. I was just making Sal a hot drink quickly. You hear me okay now? Alright, so Virgie, there we go. Yeah, can you hear me okay now? Okay, so how you going with that car? Yeah. So, like, you've just got to... Oh, look, I don't even know what to say there. You ask me questions and I'll try and answer them as best as possible. It'll be a baptism of fire for you regarding this track. I've never ever raced it. I've only done like my 90 laps on it last weekend. What you'll find, dude, I don't know really how you drive, and I'm no pro at this, but I tend to do a lot of braking before all of the turns. Turn the car in, and when it gets to the apex, if I can see the exit dot point, then I'll probably put 50 to 75% of the throttle down. As soon as the car gets straight, I'll put full throttle down. Without the tune, you couldn't put any throttle down until you were straight. Oh, look. I just saw you in my rearview mirror. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's correct, yep. Brake marker up here, so you take that turn flat out, you want to get the car on triple there. At the 150 mark is when I start applying full brake. Very tricky corner, that one. Very tough section, this one, where you're about to go through. Tend to get the car over all the way over to the left hand side. You can hold it almost flat through that section there if you hit the apex on that initial. Another tip that I found watching the other guys, the 150 mark on this straight is your brake marker. When you're turning in, you want to get half of the car over the green asphalt, and you won't get penalised. You want to take it in about 4th gear. And when you hit that marker, you can accelerate straight out the other side, and you won't lose it. But it's a half. If you have anything more than half of the car over that green area, you'll get penalised. Here, you want to just get the car over these curves. As soon as you get them over the curves, you can get straight. This is really, really tricky, this section, because I tend to brake about here and then get straight in over here and then over this corner, and then you're braking here when you're at full throttle. Up over here, as much over that curve as possible. When you're racing down into here, it's the 150 brake marker where I'm pulling it. And then it's like a let off to about 50% and bring the car in over that curve, and then as soon as you're through that turn, it's straight onto the throttle. Here's really, really tough. I'm braking relatively late. Sorry, relatively late, and then like 50% brake, and as soon as I see the marker, I'm like almost guessing if I can get on the full throttle out of there, straight over this curve all the time. Yep, flat out. No, 150 on the brakes, letting off the brake, turning in. When you hit that rumble, you can hold flat. You've got to hit that rumble. Round through here, over that rumble as possible, over this rumble as best as possible. and then you can hold almost flat through this region here and out of here onto this rumble. 150 mark, turning it in, straighter it gets here, the quicker you can get on the throttle. I don't know, I hope that helps you, I don't know. So turning in 50% over and then flat. And the thing that you'll find, and you should be testing, is how early can you go. See, I fucked that. I should be over that apex. So here's hard. One braking event, back on the throttle on the inside of this turn, back on the brake, off, and then back on the brake and off, and then up. Wait for the little click of the wheel through there, and then straight on the throttle. You took that really well, that corner. I can't even, mate, it's really hard. So here, get the right hand side of the car over the curb, turn in earlier than you think you need. And it's flat. Yeah, 150, brake, off, and then straight back onto the brake, onto the throttle. Whoop, see, I got on a little bit early there. Over the curbs, close there, and then hit this apex and flat on the throttle. If you get your car over here, just in the first turn and park, alright? If you get your car about here, you can hold, from that point on, you can get flat straight out. And you'll come out to where you are now. Oh, mate. Yeah. What you're going to find hard is this section through here. Really hard. Yeah, brilliant. The wider you come out and enter into the straight line down the hill, Virgo. When you're running full pace, yeah. Turn in early there. What early is it? Because you're focusing on the wrong thing, hey? They're hard, man, and I'll tell you what, I reckon if you had tried a lap without any of this tuning on, you would have thrown it in. I was ready to quit out of motivation last week because it was just that shit to drive. I was done. Yeah, so I found a bass tune online and then gave that a whirl and just fiddled with it. If you want to take a dive into the pits and jump on board and do a spectate, I'll run you through where I'm. Only when you want to. I'll run you through where I'm at with it. You're right, mate. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I can take you through a lap if you want. Brilliant. How good. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just wait, that damage is gone now, so now I'll have a proper crack, yeah? Just if you can watch like throttle and brake as well. I've only got 2.8 laps of fuel on, so I hate this corner so much. So there you go. It's probably mucked that up and turned in a little bit, but this, like, I can get into the 206s, so it's still probably another 8/10 there for me to get yet. But a little bit in this first sector, sort of 10th up through there, and there's a lot for you to get if you can get this right. There's that bump. So almost 5/10 up. Got to get on this power early, I think, there. I got on it. Oh, no! Fuck. And then, this is critical too. But I can't pick that. So I've completely fucked the lap. But I think you get the idea, right? Like, on those, there's a lot of high-speed turns. If you can just get your car over that ripple strip, it just opens up the exit so much more. and you've got to, it's really, really hard to do, but if you do short shifting on the way out, you've usually got enough torque in these cars for it to work. So you don't need to be revving the crap out of them to get the effect of the torque. Three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. There you go, I've got to come into the pits now. But if you can get on this turn, if you can get the car about there, you can power straight out of there. I had to go to the pits because I've got no fuel left. Yeah, so I don't know if that helps you or not, mate, but just if you can work out where you can get power down, even if you're just taking everything super slow, you'll start working out where all your turn-ins are, and once you work out where your turn-ins are, then you can start working on what your pace is into those turns, right? So, a lot, mate. Yeah, it is a lot. Just for the record, the car was so shit prior to this round. I'm not even joking you. I was, like last week, I was about ready to throw the fucking whole thing out. I was just like, I don't even want to play this anymore. It's shit. I hate this car. Basically threw my toys out of the pram at home, like I normally do, but anyway. No. If you can learn to get quick short shifting this, you'll help your fuel as well. So you don't need to rev the thing all the way out. I'd have to go check. It's like 4.5 or 5,000 then, so it's not much. It's very low, man. Torques. Right. Yep. Shifting straight away. The big thing, Craig, to be honest, tonight, don't try to be fast, just try to get in and out of corners as quickly as you can, right? And as smoothly as you can. Just get your braking points and your apexes down. If you can do that, the speed will come. But just think, like, you don't need to be fast straight up there. Because God knows I'll fucking bin it tomorrow night. All I'm hoping is that we both finish without issues. That's all I'm hoping for tomorrow night, to be truthful. And I am not even joking. The way the car was previous, I couldn't even get the power down until you had completely turned the corner. It just wouldn't do it. Yep. But still got that 206. Wow. In all honesty though, right? The initial torque that we set out of it, I think it's set to 10 of 20, so like it lessens the rawness of that initial torque. So my point is don't put too much traction on, because it's been dulled down a little bit so you can get power down. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate and trying to explain to you. Look for the curb here, look for the 150. Oh, it's horrible. Down on what's happening. It's going to be super quick through here. It's alright, I was being a bit of a jerk there anyway. Now, you should be able to comfortably run like 6 odd laps in this before your tyres will be about half to 75% knackered. So just give that a bit of thought process when you're racing around, because you're probably going to need 2 pit stops. Yep, exactly. Yep, so it's 6 plus the. I've done a pit calculation on it. I'll send you the picture. After last week's fucking pants in Virgo, like I swore I wouldn't be fucking done like that again, and I stayed up till like 1 o'clock in the morning that night trying to find a tune and trying to work on stuff. I was so livid, hey. Just trying, mate, just trying as hard as possible. I'm feeling comfortable, yeah, with the car, but when I hear that Ando and those guys are hitting 204s, like, I just cannot fucking believe it, mate. Like, it's insane. Dude, this car is a fucking godsend from what it was. Don't you say that? It is an absolute godsend compared to how it was previously. You can feel free to add a little bit more front aero into your car if you wanted, just to try and get some more grip into turns, if that's your thing. Yeah, you're probably right, man. Oof. So I was like a tenth up at the first split, 4 tenths up at the second split, and fuck, I'm a long way up in the third split. I was expecting to be too slow through that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 2057. See if we can rip out a 2057 tomorrow. I reckon that's good enough for the top 6 in this lobby. You'll be up there, mate. I know it. So you got any questions about the track or anything? Is there anything you want to talk to me about? A customer? Yeah. Nice. Just the thing that I've always fucked up, okay, is I feel like I have to do 100% brake when I come to a corner and then turn it, right? But in this course, and driving these things generally, it's okay to 100% brake, right? But then when you get to the corner, just lift ever so slightly and 50% brake. And you'd find that you might get a bit of stability and then straight on. I've really struggled to do that, but yeah. You see how you just went through that turn and put your foot down like midway through the apex? I heard it was going to slide, but if you hadn't have done this tune, guarantee you would have fucked it completely. Oh mate, you would have been out. You would have been dodging cars, for sure. You love it, Virgie. You love it. Oh, mate. I'd almost pay to see that. Because it's just a pig. An absolute pig. Do you have the markers turned on? You're hardcore. It might help you with this course, man. Yep. Yep. Oh, Virgo, there's a marker, a yellow marker that you can put on that's only there for you. You should, bruv. Well, they're correct. These markers, right, show you when you should be turning in. So you look at where the markers are and think, okay, my car should be turning at that point. So the next time you go around the lap, you start working out where to brake before then, so you can turn the car in. Let's have a look here. So settings, car settings, assist settings. Yes, that's the one. That's. Sorry. Hang on. So I've got corner indicators on, braking indicators off, braking area off. Look, man, just give it a whirl and see what you think. So you're going to see these like pins on the entry, the middle, and the exit, right? And they're going to tell you where your car should be going. So the next part of that equation is to work out what speed you can get to those pinpoints, and you can take the car through that area. Yes, I am. Yeah, in the first turn. Oh, you're in the earlier track. Are you in a later corner? Oh, look at that, mate. You were like right on it there. Beauty. You want to brake this at that part. You want to brake the car in a straight line as much as possible. A little bit of lawn mowing there. I do like it. Same here, mate. Are those pins helping? I just want to say, Craig, I think you're doing a fantastic job. I think you're doing great. For the first night in a fucking crazy car, you are doing really well. That's a paddling. Stay all the way right. Yep. Yes, Craigo, yes. This is the difficult part. Oh, Craigo. It's very... Oh, mate. This is looking very sexual too. the funny thing was, and it's probably not going to see the positive in it, but you're only like 8/10 down at the first split, which is unreal. I think that's fantastic. You had just kept doing that, you probably would have pulled a 206. There you go, now off the throttle, yeah, and then a little bit of brake, and then as soon as you see that point, just start, yep. Yep, just... Oh, beauty. Beautiful. Now get it over left. Looking for that curve and then 150 and braking. Yep. Can I just suggest there, just keep your car into that corner, keep your car as left as possible. Flat through there, off, and then, mate, look at that. Oh, dude, you're so close there. Yeah, smoke them up. Smoke it up. And because you're learning so many things tonight, maybe get onto that early shifting if you can, possibly, and that'll help you with fuel saving. Just don't rev the bastard all the way out. She's a pig of a car. You should go take the tune off and have a drive of it. Like, mate, you'll fucking bin your poor old PlayStation 5 and you're like, fuck you, man, you're out. This is shit. How are you finding the grip and stuff, like at the moment? Yep. 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 Just try to brake on those big braking events in a straight line as far as you can. Over to the outside of the turn, it'll just help you. And in a straight line. Yep. Just aero, and pushing the car, like to try and get front end grip, push the car up on the rear, change the rake of it, so that the natural weight like goes forward. So when you're braking, it's forcing the front tyres to be as grippy as possible, essentially. If that makes any sense to you. Bit gassy, mate. Bit gassy, or got a bit of wind? Oh, I thought you had a bit of wind tonight or something, like you do most nights if you're on the wind. Oh, I know. I've been there. Heard the whole thing. Touchy bastard. Yep, get it, son. Oh, that's the other thing that I do. just if you want to complicate shit anymore, on your brake bias settings, I shift the brake bias one notch to the front because I find that helps me. Just helps me pull the car up a bit quicker. Or maybe it doesn't, but that's what I do. You just scroll left and right on that menu on the bottom right hand screen, and then you'll have traction. The next one's brake bias. .2. Tomorrow night, like all the running's really important, I guess, but tomorrow night I'll be watching like Griffo and spectating them for a little bit during practice just to see how they handle that really shit like downhill corkscrew and that right-hander downhill too, just to try and pick up where their brake markers are and stuff. Because I don't know what gears they're running at. I just don't know what speed they're carrying into those parts. So I'm gonna have to like bail because I've got some Azure reading that I haven't done yet. But like I just hope that that I've sort of given you a bit of a hand so far. And unlike the other teammate, thanks for jumping on and like having a good run at this. So tomorrow night, like I'm aiming for top 6. Top 10 would be really nice. And with you, just I reckon yours should just be just not to finish last, right? Like if you can do that. I watched Uncle Mark have a crack at it, and he was really struggling with the car. Like he was sort of running a 209, a 210. So, if we can pick up some points there, then that'll be sick. But mate, you're doing real well. So, and thanks for coming on board, being a part of ShawFire Racing, the ShawFire Racing group. Yep, I messaged Dylan about that actually, and said to him he's going to need that, and he knows.